Around the world. India, Japan, United Kingdom, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Indonesia, Denmark, Brazil, Malaysia are some of the important countries in the world. Do you know what the term country means? It means an area of land with its own people, government, and army. The government controls the country while the army protects it from any attack from other countries. Iceland is a special country. It has short, cool summers. There is daylight for many weeks throughout the night. So, Iceland offers the midnight sun. A. Afghanistan, Africa, Argentina, Australia, Austria. F. Fiji, Finland, France, French Guiana. H. Hungary, Hong Kong. S. Saudi Arabia, Scotland, Singapore, South Africa, South Korea, Spain, Sri Lanka. G. Germany, Georgia, Great Britain, Greece. K. Kenya, Kazakhstan, Kuwait. Y. Yemen. Z. Zimbabwe, Zambia. We have learned the country names in the world. Now, let's study about the flags of the countries. Every country of the world has a flag of its own, which is called the national flag. It's a piece of cloth fixed to a pole at one edge. Often, it has different colors and symbols on it. A country is known by its flag. We should respect the flag of a country. We should never spoil or tear it. The Indian flag is referred to as the tricolour. It has saffron at the top, white in the middle, and dark green at the bottom in equal proportions. In the center of the white band is a wheel in navy blue. It has 24 spokes. The ratio of the width of the flag to its length is 2:3. Here are the flags of our neighboring countries. Sri Lanka. The flag of Sri Lanka, also called the lion flag, consists of gold lion peasant holding a sword in its right forepaw in front of a crimson background with 4 golden bow leaves in each corner. Around the background is a yellow border, and to its left are 2 vertical stripes of equal size in saffron and green, with the saffron stripe closest to the lion. Afghanistan. This flag consists of 3 stripes of the colors black, red, and green. This has been present on most flags of Afghanistan in the last 20 years. The center emblem is the classical emblem of Afghanistan with a mosque with its mihrab facing Mecca. Pakistan. The flag is referred to in the national anthem as Parcham-e Sitara o Hilal in Urdu. The flag comprises a dark green field representing the Muslim majority of Pakistan with a vertical white stripe in the hoist representing religious minorities. In the center is a white crescent moon and a white 5-pointed star which symbolize progress and light respectively. The flag symbolizes Pakistan's commitment to Islam, the Islamic world, and the rights of religious minorities. Burma. The flag of Burma was adopted on January 3, 1974, upon the declaration of a socialist republic in Burma by Ne Win. The flag originated in the Burman resistance, which adopted a red flag with a white star when fighting the occupying Japanese forces during World War II. Upon independence, the star was modified to a blue canton with 5 small stars surrounding one large one, symbolizing the unity of the country's diverse peoples. Red stands for the courage of the people, blue is for peace, and white is for purity. Bangladesh. The national flag of Bangladesh was adopted officially on January 17, 1972. A red disc is on top of the green field, offset slightly towards the hoist so that it appears centered when the flag is flying. The red disc represents the sun rising over Bengal and also the blood of those who died for the independence of Bangladesh. The green field stands for the lushness of the land of Bangladesh. The green represents the greenery of the country, its vitality and youthfulness. Nepal. The national flag of Nepal is the only national flag in the world that is not a quadrilateral. The flag is a simplified combination of 2 single pennants from different branches of the previous rulers, the Rana dynasty. Its crimson red is the color of the rhododendron, the country's national flower. Red is also the sign of victory in war. The blue border is the color of peace. Until 1962, the flag's emblems, the sun and the crescent moon, had human faces. They were removed to modernize the flag. The faces remain on the sun and moon on the royal standard. The crescent represents the royal house and the sun denotes the Rana family. China. The flag of the People's Republic of China, the 5-starred red flag. The final design was red with a large yellow 5-pointed star and 4 smaller yellow 5-pointed stars in the upper hoist side corner. The color red symbolizes the spirit of the revolution, and the 5 stars signify the unity of the people of China under the leadership of the Chinese Communist Party. Bhutan. The national flag of Bhutan consists of a white dragon over a yellow and orange background. The flag is divided diagonally from the lower hoist side corner, making 2 triangles. The upper triangle is yellow and the lower triangle is orange. The dragon is centered along the dividing line, facing away from the hoist side. The dragon depicted on the flag, Druk, represents Bhutan's local Tibetan name, the land of the dragon. The dragon grasps jewels, representing wealth in its claws. The yellow field symbolizes the secular monarchy, while the orange represents the Buddhist religion. The national flag of United Kingdom is referred to as the Union Jack. Now, let's see some of the flags of other countries. USA, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, China, Saudi Arabia. Monuments are old buildings which are an important part of a country's history. Every country has some famous monuments. Now, let's see some of the famous monuments of India. Taj Mahal, India Gate. Have you seen any of these structures? These are two very famous monuments. Taj Mahal is located at Agra and India Gate is located in Delhi. Monuments are built for many reasons, such as to show respect to someone and to mark an important event. Sun Temple at KONARK, Hawa Mahal at Jaipur. Now, let's learn about some of the other famous monuments around the world. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China. The Long Wall of 10,000 is a series of stone and earthen fortifications in China, built, rebuilt and maintained between the 5th century BC and the 16th century. The Great Wall stretches over approximately 6,400 kilometers from Shanhai, Guan in the east to Lop Nur in the west, along an arc that roughly delineates the southern edge of Inner Mongolia but stretches to over 6,700 kilometers in total. At its peak, the Ming Wall was guarded by more than 1 million men. Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty, or more formally, Liberty Enlightening the World, was presented to the United States by the people of France in 1886. Standing on Liberty Island in New York Harbor, it welcomes visitors, immigrants, and returning Americans traveling by ship. The statue is of a robed woman holding a torch and is made of a sheeting of pure copper hung on a framework of steel with the exception of the flame of the torch, which is coated in gold leaf. It stands atop a rectangular stonework pedestal with a foundation in the shape of an irregular 11-pointed star. The statue is 151 feet tall, but with a pedestal and foundation, it is 305 feet tall. Big Ben, England. Big Ben is the nickname for the great bell of the clock at the northeastern end of the Palace of Westminster in London. This is the world's largest four-faced chiming clock and the third largest freestanding clock tower in the world. The tower is 96.3 meters high. The bottom 61 meters of the clock tower's structure consists of brickwork with sand-colored Anston limestone cladding. The four clock faces are 55 meters above ground. The interior volume of the tower is 4,650 cubic meters. Eiffel Tower, France. The Eiffel Tower is an iron tower built on the Champ de Mars beside the Seine River in Paris. The tower has become a global icon of France and is one of the most recognizable structures in the world. Named after its designer, engineer Gustave Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower is the tallest building in Paris. The structure is 324 meters high. The metal structure of the Eiffel Tower weighs 7,300 tons, while the entire structure, including non-metal components, is approximately 10,000 tons. Pyramid, Egypt. A pyramid is a building where the outer surfaces are triangular and converge at a point. The base of pyramids are usually quadrilateral or trilateral, meaning that a pyramid usually has 4 or 5 faces. The most famous pyramids are the Egyptian pyramids, huge structures built of brick or stone, some of which are among the largest man-made constructions. It is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Lotus Temple, India. The Baha'i House of Worship in Delhi, India, popularly known as the Lotus Temple due to its flower-like shape, is a Baha'i house of worship and also a prominent attraction in Delhi. It was completed in 1986 and serves as the mother temple of the Indian subcontinent. It has won numerous architectural awards. The Baha'i laws also stipulate that only the holy scriptures of the Baha'i faith and other religions can be read or chanted inside in any language, while readings and prayers can be set to music by choirs. No musical instruments can be played inside. National flags are a symbol of a country's history, power, and prestige. For the people, the flag also represents one's loyalty to the nation. When the flag is kept at half-mast, it indicates that the nation is mourning the death of a national figure. The world has become small as technology grows, so we should know about our neighboring countries and those far away too. America. The Americas are the lands of the Western Hemisphere. It consists of the continents of North America and South America with their associated islands and regions. The Americas contain about 900 million people human population. It is commonly referred to as the United States of America. Australia. Australia, officially called as Commonwealth of Australia, is a country in the Southern Hemisphere. Australia is the smallest continent in the world. The capital city of Australia is Canberra. Australia's national language is English. The population of the country is just over 21.3 million approximately. India. India, officially called as the Republic of India, is a country in South Asia. It is the 7th largest country by geographical area and the 2nd most populous country. India is bounded by the Indian Ocean on the south, the Arabian Sea on the west, the Bay of Bengal on the east, and the Himalayas in the north. India is a republic country consisting of 28 states and 7 union territories with a parliamentary system of democracy. People from different parts of the world speak different languages, eat different food, and celebrate different festivals. They are known by particular names, like how the citizens of India are called Indians. The citizens of Australia are called Australians. The citizens of Afghanistan are called Afghans. The citizens of Burma are called Burmese. The citizens of Denmark are called Danes. The citizens of Netherlands are called Dutch. The citizens of Egypt are called Egyptians. The citizens of France are called French. The citizens of United Kingdom are called British. The citizens of Japan are called Japanese. The citizens of Mexico are called Mexicans. The citizens of Russia are called Russians. The citizens of Switzerland are called Swiss. Now let us see the languages spoken by the people of some country. The people of France speak French. People of England speak English. Arabic is the language spoken by the people of Iraq. Urdu is the main language of the people of Pakistan. Kids, let us now learn about some important places in India. Shimla. Shimla is the capital city of Himachal Pradesh. Shimla is often referred to as the Queen of Hills. The people of Shimla are informally called Shimlites. Shimla is a popular hill station. The Gateway of India. The Gateway of India is Mumbai's most famous monument. This is the starting point for most tourists who want to explore the city. The gateway is built from yellow Karodi basalt and reinforced concrete. The central dome is 48 feet in diameter and 83 feet above from ground level at its highest point. The Parliament of India. The Parliament of India is the federal and supreme legislative body of India. It is located in New Delhi at Sansad Bhavan on Sansad Marg. It consists of the President of India and two houses. The lower house is known as the Lok Sabha and the upper house is known as the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha is also known as the House of the People. The Rajya Sabha is also known as the Council of States. Charminar. Charminar is one of the most important monuments in the city of Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, India. The Charminar is a beautiful and impressive square monument. Each side measures 20 meters and each of the corners has a tall pointed minaret. These four gracefully carved minarets soar to a height of 48.7 meters above the ground, commanding the landscape for miles around. The Howrah Bridge. Howrah Bridge is a bridge that spans the Hooghly River in West Bengal, India. It was originally named the New Howrah Bridge because it links the city of Howrah to its twin city Kolkata. On 14th June 1965, it was renamed as Rabindra Setu after Rabindranath Tagore, a great poet. However, it is still popularly known as the Howrah Bridge. Okay kids, now we can learn some of the country's capitals and its features. Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India. It is the third largest city of the world, exceeded in size by Calcutta and Mumbai. Delhi is situated in north-central India and stands on the west bank of Yamuna River. It is bounded on the east by the state of Uttar Pradesh and on the north, west and south by Haryana. Dhaka is the capital city of Bangladesh with its colorful history and rich cultural traditions. Dhaka is one of the world's leading rice and jute growing regions. Islamabad is the capital of Pakistan. The name Islamabad was chosen to reflect the country's ideology. Colombo. Colombo is the capital and the largest city of Sri Lanka. Colombo has one of the largest harbours in the world. It is located on the western coast of the island on the Indian Ocean. It became the capital of the Crown Colony of Ceylon in 1802 and of independent Ceylon in 1948. London. London is the capital and largest city of England. It is located on Thames in southeastern England. Its growth as an important trade centre was under the rule of Alfred the Great. Since the Elizabethan period, London has dominated its country's political, economic and cultural life. Washington. Washington is the capital city of the United States, formerly called as the District of Columbia. The city is located on the north bank of the Potomac River and is bordered by the states of Virginia to the southwest and Maryland to the other sides. Kathmandu. Kathmandu is the capital of Nepal and it is the largest city of Nepal. Kathmandu is located on the central part of the country in the eastern Himalaya mountains. It was known as Gurkha capital from 1768 to until the late 18th century. Tokyo. Tokyo is the capital city of Japan. Tokyo became the imperial capital in 1868. Much of the city was destroyed by an earthquake in 1923 and by bombing raids during the Second World War. Beijing. Beijing is the capital of the People's Republic of China. It is in central Hebei province but constitutes an independent unit administered directly by the national government. Beijing is the second largest city in China after Shanghai. Beijing dominates the political, cultural and educational center of the country. Cairo. Cairo is the capital of Egypt. It is the most populous metropolitan area in Egypt and is also one of the most populous in the world. Cairo is the largest city in the Middle East and in Africa. It is Egypt's administrative center along with the city Alexandria. Cairo has a mix of historical and modern cultural sites. This includes the pyramids, the Hanging Church, the Virgin Mary's Tree, the Sphinx, Cairo Tower, and the Old City. Cairo is nicknamed as the City of 1,000 Minarets. Now we can learn some of the places which is related with its unique popularity. Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the peak on the crest of the Himalayas in southern Asia. It is the highest point on Earth with a summit at 8,850 meters. Mount Everest lies on the border between Nepal and the Tibet Autonomous Region of China. Numerous attempts to climb Everest were made from 1921. The summit was finally reached by Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay of Nepal in 1953. Andes. It is the longest mountain range in South America, running 5,000 miles along the Pacific coast. It is a mountain system of western South America extending more than 8,045 kilometers. The Andes rise at many points to more than 6,710 meters. Greenland. Greenland is the largest island in the world. It lies between North Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean. Greenland is a self-governing province of Denmark. Greenland lies mostly within the Arctic Circle, inhabited by Inuit peoples as early as 3000 BC. Sahara. Sahara is the world's largest desert in northern Africa. Sahara is a vast desert of northern Africa extending east from the Atlantic coast to the Nile Valley and south from the Atlas Mountains to the regions of Sudan. Big Ben. Big Ben is the biggest clock in the clock tower of the Houses of Parliament, London. Clock housed in the tower at the eastern end of Britain's Houses of Parliament. The clock was designed by Sir Edmund Beckett. Big Ben is famous for its accuracy and its 13-ton bell. The name originally applied only to the bell, but eventually came to include the clock itself. Nile. Nile is the longest river in the world. It extends from its remotest headstream, the Luvironza River in Burundi, Central Africa, to its delta on the Mediterranean Sea. The Nile flows northward and drains about 1/10 of Africa. Its water practically supports all agriculture in the most densely populated parts of Egypt. Inuit. Inuits are the people who live in the extremely cold Arctic regions. Even their homes are made of ice, which is called as igloo. When referring to a snow house, igloos are shelters constructed from blocks of snow, generally in the form of a dome. igloos are usually associated with Inuit. Around the world. A continent is a large landmass on Earth's surface. Earth consists of 7 continents: Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. Highest mountain peaks in the continents. Asia. Mount Everest is the part of the Himalayan range in High Asia. Is located on the border between Sagarmatha Zone, Nepal and Tibet, China. Mount Everest has 2 main climbing routes: the southeast ridge from Nepal and the northeast ridge from Tibet. Mount Everest, also called Sagarmatha in Nepali, which means head of the sky. Africa. Mount Kilimanjaro with its 3 volcanic cones, Kibo, Mwanzi and Shira, is an inactive stratovolcano in northeastern Tanzania. Rising 4,600 meters from its base, is additionally the highest peak in Africa at 5,891.8 meters. North America. Mount McKinley or Denali in Alaska is the highest mountain peak in North America. At a height of approximately 20,320 feet, it is the centerpiece of Denali National Park. The pressure on the summit of McKinley is even lower. South America. Mount Aconcagua is the highest mountain in the Americas and the highest mountain outside Asia. It is located in the Andes mountain range, in the Argentine province of Mendoza. Aconcagua is the highest peak in both the western and southern hemispheres. Antarctica. Mount Vinson Massif is the highest mountain of Antarctica, located about 1,200 kilometers from the South Pole. The mountain is about 21 kilometers long and 13 kilometers wide. The massif lies in the Sentinel region of the Ellsworth Mountains, which stand above the Ronne ice shelf near the base of the Antarctic Peninsula. Europe. Mount Elbrus is a mountain located in the Western Caucasus mountain range in Russia. Mount Elbrus stands 5,642 meters and it is the highest mountain in Europe. It is also the highest point of Russia. Europe is unique in the sense that the continent has no deserts. Australia. Mount Kosciuszko is a mountain located in the Snowy Mountains in Kosciuszko National Park. With a height of 2,228 meters above sea level, it is the highest mountain in Australia. Lowest points of the continents. Asia. Dead Sea is a salt lake between Israel and the West Bank of the west and Jordan to the east. It is 422 meters below sea level and its shores are the lowest point on the surface of the earth on dry land. The Dead Sea is 378 meters deep, the deepest hypersaline lake in the world. People also use the salt and the minerals from the Dead Sea to create cosmetics and herbal sachets. Africa. Lake Assal is a crater lake in central Djibouti. located at the southern border of Tadjoura region. It lies 155 meters below sea level in the ICELAND depression, and its shores comprise the lowest point on land in Africa. The maximum depth is 40 meters. The salt is mined and transported by caravan to Ethiopia. North America. Death Valley is a desert located in the southwestern United States. It is the lowest, driest, and the hottest location in North America. The specific location of the lowest elevation in North America at 85.5 meters below sea level. Death Valley holds the record for the highest reliably reported temperature in the Western Hemisphere. It is located on the border between California and Nevada. South America. The Valdez Peninsula is a peninsula along the Atlantic coast in the Viedma department in the northeast of Chubut province, Argentina. Its size is about 3,625 square kilometers. Most of the peninsula is barren land with some salt lakes. The coastline is inhabited by marine mammals like sea lions, elephant seals and fur seals. A high diversity and range of birds live in the peninsula. Europe. The Caspian Sea is the largest enclosed body of water on Earth by area. Variously classed as a world's largest lake or a full-fledged sea. It has a surface area of 371,000 square kilometers. It lies between the southern area of the Russian Federation and the northern Iran. It has a maximum depth of about 1,025 meters. Australia. Lake Eyre is the lowest point in Australia, at approximately 15 meters below sea level. It is the largest lake in Australia. The lake is located in the deserts of Central Australia, in northern South Australia. During the rainy season, the rivers from the northeast flow towards the lake through the Channel Country. Country with most lakes. The country with most lakes is Canada. It is the world's second largest country by total area and shares land borders with the United States to the south and northwest. Canada is a country occupying most of northern North America. Canada's two official languages are English and French. Deepest ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the deepest and largest of the Earth's oceanic divisions. Its name is derived from the Latin name Mare Pacificum, means peaceful sea. It extends from the Arctic in the north to Antarctica in the south, bounded by Asia and Australia in the west and the Americas in the east. It covers about 46% of the Earth's water surface and about 32% of its total surface area. It has a depth of 10,911 meters. Largest city. Tokyo is located on the eastern side of the main island Honshu of Japan. Tokyo is the seat of the Japanese government and the imperial palace, and the home of the Japanese imperial family. Tokyo is one of the three world finance command centers, along with New York City and London. Tokyo has the largest metropolitan economy in the world. Largest lake by area. Lake Superior is the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area and is the world's third largest freshwater lake by volume. Lake Superior has a surface area of 31,820 square miles. It has a maximum length of 350 miles and maximum breadth of 160 miles. Its average depth is 482 feet. Largest river. The largest river by volume is Amazon. The Amazon is 120 miles to 130 miles wide. Because of its vast dimensions, it is sometimes called the River Sea. The Upper Amazon has a series of major river systems in Peru and Ecuador. It starts to rise in November and increases in volume until June, then falls until the end of October. More than 1/3 of all species in the world live in the Amazon rainforest. Largest lake. The largest lake by volume is Lake Baikal in southern Siberia in Russia. It is also known as the Blue Eye of Siberia. Lake Baikal is the deepest lake in the world with 1,637 meters and the largest freshwater lake in the world by volume. Lake Baikal hosts 1,085 species of plants and 1,550 species and varieties of animals. Largest continent. Asia is the world's largest and most populous continent. It covers 8.6% of the Earth's total surface area, and with over 4 billion people, it contains more than 60% of the world's current human population. More than 600 languages are spoken in Indonesia. More than 415 languages are spoken in India. And more than 100 are spoken in the Philippines. The People's Republic of China has many languages and dialects in different provinces. Island continent. Australia is a country in the southern hemisphere comprising the mainland of the world's smallest continent. Australia's landmass is 76,17,930 square kilometers. Australia is the flattest continent with the oldest and least fertile soils and is the driest habitat continent. The largest palace. The largest palace in the world is Imperial in Beijing. Beijing is China's second largest city after Shanghai. It is also the focal point of many international flights to China. Beijing is situated at the northern tip of the roughly triangular northern China plain. Dust-form erosion of deserts in northern and northwestern China results in seasonal dust storms that plague the city. Largest temple. Angkor Wat in Cambodia is the largest temple in the world. Angkor Wat is a temple complex at Angkor, Cambodia, built for the King Suryavarman II in the early 12th century as a state temple and capital city. Angkor Wat is the prime example of the classical style of Kher architecture. By the 12th century, Kher architecture had become skilled and confident in the use of sandstone as the main building material. Largest railway station. Grand Central Terminal, New York City, USA is the largest railway station. It is the largest train station in the world by number of platforms, 44, with 67 tracks along them, with 41 tracks on the upper level and 26 on the lower. Grand Central Depot was designed to bring the trains of the New York Central and Hudson River Railroad. Sugar bowl of the world. The sugar bowl of the world is Cuba. Havana is the largest city in Cuba and it is the country's capital. The most important Cuban mineral economic resource is nickel. The land of white elephants. The land of white elephants is Thailand. Thailand is an independent country that lies in the heart of Southeast Asia. The capital and largest city of Thailand is Bangkok. The official language of Thailand is the Thai language. Thailand is one of the most devotedly Buddhist countries in the world. The Dark Continent. The Dark Continent is Africa. Africa is the world's second largest and second most populous continent after Asia. With about 922 million people, it accounts for about 14.2% of the world's human population. There are 53 countries, including Madagascar and various island groups, associated with the continent. Africa is considered by oldest habited territory on Earth. The Spice Garden. The Spice Garden of India is Kerala. Kerala is a union state located in the southwestern part of India. Major cities are Thiruvananthapuram, Kochi and Kozhikode. Almost a fourth of India's 10,000 plant species are found in the state. Among the almost 4,000 flowering plant species, 900 species are of highly sought medicinal plants. The Holy Land. The Holy Land is Palestine. It is derived from a name used already much earlier for a narrower geographical region, mainly along the seashore. The name and the borders of Palestine have varied throughout history. Though Palestine has certain natural boundaries that justify its historical individuality. The Gift of the Nile. The Gift of the Nile is Egypt. Egypt is a country in North Africa. Egypt is one of the most populous countries in Africa and the Middle East. Egypt is famous for its ancient civilization and some of the world's most famous monuments, including the Giza Pyramid Complex and its Great Sphinx. The City of the Golden Temple. The City of the Golden Temple is Amritsar. Amritsar is the administrative headquarters of the Amritsar district in the state of Punjab, India. This city was founded by Guru Ram Das in 1574. The Land of Cakes. The Land of Cakes is Scotland. Scotland is a country that is part of the United Kingdom. Scotland consists of over 790 islands, including the Northern Isles and the Hebrides. Scotland's largest city is Glasgow, which was one of the world's leading industrial metropolises. The Land of Thunderbolts. Bhutan is known as the Land of Thunderbolts. Bhutan is located at the eastern end of Himalayan mountains. Bhutan is used to be one of the most isolated nations in the world. One of the main attractions for tourists is the country's culture and traditions. Bhutanese tradition is deeply steeped in its Buddhist heritage. The Land of Maple. The Land of Maple is Canada. It is the world's second largest country by the total area. Canada and the United States share the world's longest undefended border, cooperate on military campaigns and exercises, and are each other's largest trading partners. Land of the Morning Calm.
In 1934 AD, an emperor of the Ming dynasty of China gave Korea the title of Kaohsiung, meaning morning freshness. The title was most suited to South Korea because of its natural beauty and high mountains and clear waters, particularly in the morning. Further, it is confirmed the title on South Korea as the land of morning calm. The sorrow of China. The Yellow River or Huanghe is the second longest river in China and the sixth longest in the world at 5,464 kilometers traditionally. Flooding of the Yellow River has caused some of the highest death tolls in world history. With the 1887 Huanghe flood killing 9 lakhs to 20 lakhs and the 1931 Huanghe flood killing an estimated 10 lakh to 40 lakh in the plain. Hence it is called the sorrow of China. It is believed that the Chinese civilization originated in the Yellow River basin. The Chinese refer to the river as the Mother River and the cradle of the Chinese civilization. The Land of Golden Fleece. Australia is a country in the southern hemisphere comprising the mainland of the world's smallest continent. Australia's landmass of 76,17,930 square kilometers is on the Indo-Australian plate. Mount Augustus, claimed to be the world's largest monolith, is located in Western Australia. Australia has been called the land of the golden fleece because of the quantity of wool produced there. The Windy City. The city of Chicago has been widely recognized as the Windy City. Geographic conditions in the area make Chicago a naturally breezy area. In February 4, 1873, Philadelphia Inquirer called Chicago the great city of winds and fires. Chicago's wind is often called the hawk. The term has been popular in African American English. The Sea of Mountains. British Columbia has been called a Sea of Mountains, and this designation is fairly accurate. Save perhaps for some 40 miles on either side of the Chilcotin River, where are to be found rolling or tolerably level plateau at least 3,000 feet above the sea and covered with excellent bunch grass. Land of Boiling Springs. The whole country of New Zealand is studded with boiling springs. New Zealand is an island country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean. City of Dreaming Spires. Oxford is a city and home to the University of Oxford, the oldest university in the English-speaking world. As well as being an extraordinary sight for tourists, Oxford city centre is a very attractive location for the consumer to visit, as well as being as good location for socializing. Oxford is known as the City of Dreaming Spires. Land of the Hummingbird. The Amerindian name for Trinidad was Carey or Ayr, which is usually translated as the land of the hummingbird. Trinidad is the larger and more populous of the two major islands and the numerous landforms which make up the country of Trinidad and Tobago. Playground of Europe. Leslie Stephen was one of the Victorian English gentlemen who invented the sport of mountain climbing in the Swiss Alps in the second half of the 19th century. In 1870, he wrote a book called The Playground of Europe about his travels in Switzerland. It is truly a place for the sportsperson or tourist regardless of age or physical condition. White City. Belgrade is called as the White City. Belgrade has many different names throughout history, and in nearly all languages the name translates the White City. Island of Clothes. Zanzibar is called as the Island of Clothes. Zanzibar is part of the East African Republic of Tanzania. Because of the significance of its production of cloves, it is known by that name. Now let's learn how currencies are called in other countries. The taka is the currency of Bangladesh. The taka became Bangladesh currency in 1972, replacing the Pakistani rupee at par. The word taka is derived from the Sanskrit term tanka, which was an ancient denomination of silver coin. Yuan is the Chinese currencies. Yuan in Chinese literally means a round object or round coin. The rial is the currency of Iran. The rial was first introduced in 1798 as a coin worth 1,250 dinar or 1/8 of a toman. The yen is the currency of Japan. It is the third most traded currency in the foreign exchange market after the euro. The yen was introduced by the Meiji government in 1872. The yen lost most of its value during and after World War II. The bahtese is the currency of Thailand. The currency was originally known as the taikal. Thailand did not produce coins using modern methods. Instead, a so-called bullet coinage was used. Drachma is the currency of Greece. The first coinage consisted of copper denominations of 1, 2, 5 and 10 lepta. The drachma coin weighed 4.5 grams and contained 90% silver, with the 20 drachma coin containing 5.8 gram of gold. Swiss is the currency and legal tender of Switzerland. The Swiss franc was equal to 6 3/4 grams pure silver or 1.5 French francs. Swiss National Bank introduced denominations of 50, 100, 500 and 1000 francs. Ruble is the currency of Russia. Now it is also the currency of Belarus and Transnistria. According to one version, the word ruble is derived from the Russian verb. The dollar is the name of the official currency in USA. The US dollar is the currency most used in international transactions. The dinar is the currency of Kuwait. The dinar was introduced in 1961 to replace the Gulf rupee. It was initially equivalent to 1 pound sterling. Dirham or dirham is the currency of United Arab Emirates. The name derives from the Greek word drachma, known to the Romans as a drach or dirham, was a unit of weight used across North Africa, the Middle East and Persia with varying values. The euro is the official currency of France. The euro was introduced to world financial markets as an accounting currency on 1st January 1999. Okay kids, we finished learning about the currencies of various countries. Now, we will learn about some famous monuments around the world. Petronas Twin Towers. The Petronas Twin Towers is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. They were the world's tallest buildings from 1998 to 2004, designed by Argentine-American architect Cesar Pelli. The Petronas Towers was completed in 1998 and became the tallest twin buildings in the world on the date of completion. Giza. The Great Pins of Giza is a statue of a reclining lion with a human head that stands on the Giza Plateau on the west bank of the Nile, near modern-day Cairo in Egypt. It is the largest monolith statue in the world, standing 73.5 meters long, 6 meters older statues. Leaning Towers. The Leaning Towers is located in Pisa, Italy. The tower began leaning to the southeast soon after the onset of construction in 1173. Due to the poorly laid foundation. The height of the tower is 55.86 meters from the ground on the lowest side and 56.70 meters on the highest side. Victoria Falls. The Victoria Falls is a waterfall situated in southern Africa on the Zambezi River between the countries of Zambia and Zimbabwe. By the end of the 1990s, almost 3 lakh people were visiting the falls annually, and this was expected to rise to over 1 million in the next decade. Pentagon. The Pentagon is the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense, located in Arlington County, Virginia. The Pentagon was the largest building in the United States in terms of floor space. The Pentagon is one of the world's largest office buildings. It houses approximately 23,000 military and civilian employees and about 3,000 non-defense support personnel. On September 11, 2001, hijacked American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the western side of the Pentagon, killing 125 people who worked on that side of the building. Kremlin. The Moscow Kremlin, usually referred to as simply as the Kremlin, is a historic fortified complex at the heart of Moscow. Grand Prince Ivan III organized the construction of the Kremlin. The existing Kremlin walls and towers were built by Italian masters over the years 1485 to 1495. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is the official London residence of the British monarch. Located in the city of Westminster, the palace is a setting for state occasions and royal entertaining and a major tourist attraction. Buckingham House, built for the Duke of Buckingham in 1703 and acquired by George III in 1761, as a private residence known as the Queen's House. The palace contains 77,000 square meters of floor space. Buckingham Palace finally became the principal royal residence in 1837 on the accession of Queen Victoria. At the center of this wing is the famous balcony with the center room behind its glass doors. The Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum, located in Paris, a historic monument and a national museum of France. The museum opened on 10th August 1793 with an exhibition of 537 paintings, the majority of the works being confiscated church and royal property. During the French Revolution, the Louvre was transformed into a public museum. In May 1791, the Assembly declared that the Louvre would be a place for bringing together monuments of all the sciences and arts. Parthenon is a temple. The Parthenon is a temple of the Greek goddess Athena, built in the 5th century BC on the Athenian Acropolis, Greece. The Parthenon is regarded as an enduring symbol of ancient Greece and of Athenian democracy, and one of the world's greatest cultural monuments. Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House is located in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. It is conceived and largely built by Danish architect John Utzon. The Opera House was made as UNESCO's World Heritage Site on 28 June 2007. Flags of some Middle East countries. The Middle East is the region comprising the lands that extend from the eastern Mediterranean Sea to Persian Gulf. Some countries of the Middle East with their flags are Iran. Iran is a country in Central Eurasia. It is one of the world's most mountainous countries. Persian is an Iranian language. Iraq. Iraq is a country in Western Asia. The capital city, Baghdad, is in the Central East. Iraq ranks third in the world behind Saudi Arabia and Iran in the amount of oil reserves. The official language of Iraq is the Standard Arabic. Jordan. Jordan is an Arab country in Southwest Asia. Arabic is the official language of Jordan. English is widely understood among most Jordanians. Lebanon. Lebanon is a country in Western Asia, on the eastern shore of the Mediterranean Sea. Arabic is the official national language. The majority of Lebanese people speak Lebanese Arabic and sometimes French or English. Lebanon is a parliamentary democratic republic. The United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates is a federation of 7 states situated in the southeast of the Arabian Peninsula in Southwest Asia. The UAE, rich in oil and natural gas. Islam is the largest religion in the United Arab Emirates. Although the United Arab Emirates is becoming less dependent on natural resources as a source of revenue, petroleum and natural gas exports still play an important role in the economy. Kuwait. Kuwait is in Persian Gulf, enclosed by Saudi Arabia to the south and Iraq to the north and west. Kuwait is one of the smallest countries in the world in terms of land area. Kuwait's infrastructure was badly damaged during the war and had to be rebuilt. Qatar. Qatar is in Southwest Asia. Occupying the small Qatar Peninsula, it is bordered by Saudi Arabia to the south before the discovery of oil. The economy of the Qatari region focused on fishing and pearling. Qatar's national income primarily derives from oil and natural gas exports. However, English as well as many other languages like Hindi, Malayalam, Urdu, Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, Tagalog and Persian are widely spoken in Qatar. Turkey is a Eurasian country that stretches across the Anatolian Peninsula in Western Asia. Winters on the plateau are especially severe, where annual rainfall frequently is less than 300 millimeters. Bahrain. Bahrain is an island microstate in the Persian Gulf. Saudi Arabia lies in the west. Qatar is to the southeast across the Gulf of Bahrain. In a region experiencing an oil boom, Bahrain has the fastest growing economy in the Arab world. World. World is a common name given to Earth, but it is often used to mean the sum of human civilization living on it. Earth is the only place in the universe where life exists at this time. Oceans of the world. An ocean is a major body of saline water and a principal component of hydrosphere. It is said that approximately 74% of Earth's surface is covered by oceans. Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Southern Ocean are the major 5 oceans of the world. Kids, now let us know about some of the interesting facts around the world. Sahara, the world's largest desert, covers an area of over 9 million square kilometers. North America experiences extreme weather conditions, worst hurricanes, deepest snowfall, and hot weather. The average annual temperature on the continent of Antarctica is 50 degrees centigrade. Almost 98% of the land is covered in ice, which accounts for 90% of the world ice. India is also a subcontinent besides being a country. The Indian subcontinent comprises India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Maldives. Scandinavia is a region of North Europe comprising Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, and Iceland. The Scandinavian countries are known for their landscapes. Fjords, Norway, lakes, Sweden, forests, Finland, busy fishing ports, Denmark, hot springs, Iceland. The study of the rocks and other things that made up the Earth's surface is called geology. The Caspian Sea. The Caspian Sea is the largest enclosed body of water on Earth by area, variously classed as the world's largest lake or a full-fledged sea. It has a surface area of 371,000 square kilometers and a volume of 78,200 cubic kilometers. The Republic of Indonesia. The Republic of Indonesia has more than 13,000 islands. Sumatra, Java, and Bali are some of its chain of islands. The Republic of Indonesia is a country in Southeast Asia. Alapula. Alapula, the Indian town, is referred to as the Venice of the East. It is unique for its network of canals. Alapula, also known as Alleppey. Alleppey is a town in Alapula district of Kerala state of southern India. Russia. Russia is the largest country in the world. It shares its border with 14 other countries. Russia is a transcontinental country extending over much of North Eurasia. The Suez Canal. The Suez Canal completed in 1869. This canal is one of the world's largest artificial waterways. The Suez Canal is a canal in Egypt. It runs from the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea. The Panama Canal. The Panama Canal opened in 1914 and provided a shipping shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It is 81 kilometers long. Netherlands. Netherlands. Its name means low countries, as the land is low-lying. The Netherlands is a country that is part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The capital is Amsterdam. Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro, a dormant volcano in Tanzania. This is also the highest mountain in Africa. Kilimanjaro, with its 3 volcanic cones, Kibo, Mwanzi, and Shira, is an inactive stratovolcano. Kids, here are some important days to remember that is celebrated worldwide. International Literacy Day. It is celebrated on September 8th of every year, all over the world. We celebrate World Food Day every year on 16th October. We celebrate March 22nd as World Day for Water. The International Day of Peace occurs annually on September 21st. It is dedicated to peace. It is observed by many nations, political groups, military groups, and people. World Health Day is celebrated every year on 7th of April. World Environment Day is hosted every year by a different city and commemorated with an international exposition through the week of June 5th. 18th April. World Heritage is the shared wealth of humankind. This special day offers an opportunity to raise the public's awareness about the diversity of cultural heritage. April 22nd, Earth Day. These are intended to inspire awareness and appreciation for the Earth's environment, founded by U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson. May 22nd, Mother's Day, is a day honoring mothers. Different countries celebrate Mother's Day on various days of the year because of the day has a number of different origins. May 8th, Red Cross Day, was celebrated for the first time throughout the world on May 8, 1948. The anniversary of the birth of Henry Dunant, the founder of the Red Cross. June 3rd, Father's Day. Father's Day is a day honoring fathers, celebrated on various days in many places around the world. In 2009, it will be celebrated on June 21st in many countries. August 3rd, International Friendship Day, is celebrated all over the world to recognize your friends and their contribution to your life. 16th of September, World Ozone Day, the International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer. World Ozone Day is celebrated for the past 10 years. Country's capital. Kabul. Kabul is the capital and largest city of Afghanistan, with a population of approximately 3 million. Thimphu. Thimphu is the capital of Bhutan and also the name of the surrounding valley and Dzongkhag, the Thimphu district. Budapest. Budapest is the capital city of Hungary. In 2008, Budapest had 17,02,297 inhabitants. The city attracts over 20 million visitors a year. Muscat. Muscat is the capital and largest city of Oman. As of 2008, the population of the Muscat metropolitan area was 10,90,797. Port Louis. Port Louis is the capital of Mauritius. It is the largest city of the country and main port, which borders the Indian Ocean. Stockholm. Stockholm is the capital and largest city of Sweden. Harare. Harare is the capital of Zimbabwe. It has an estimated population of 16 lakhs with 28 lakhs in its metropolitan area. Paris. Paris has a population of nearly 12 million and is one of the most populated metropolitan areas in Europe. Damascus. Damascus is the capital and largest city of Syria. It is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, and its current population is estimated at about 4 lakhs. Jakarta. Jakarta is the capital and largest city of Indonesia. Kids, do you know the 7 wonders of the world? Come, let's learn about the wonders. New 7 wonders of the world. The pyramid at Mexico. It is the most famous Mayan temple city, served as the political and economic center of the Mayan civilization. Its various structures, the pyramid of Kukulkan, the temple of Kakmul, the hall of the 1,000 pillars, and the playing field of the prisoners, can still be seen today and are demonstrative of an extraordinary commitment to architectural space and composition. The pyramid itself was the last and arguable the greatest of all Mayan temples. Christ Redeemer, Brazil. This statue of Jesus stands some 38 meters tall at top of the Corcovado mountain overlooking Rio de Janeiro. Designed by Brazilian Heitor da Silva Costa and created by French sculptor Paul Landowski. It is one of the world's best-known monuments. The statue took 5 years to construct and was inaugurated on October 12, 1931. It has become a symbol of the city and of the warmth of the Brazilian people who receive visitors with open arms. The Roman Colosseum, Italy. This great amphitheater in the center of Rome was built to give favors to successful legionnaires and to celebrate the glory of the Roman Empire. Its design concept still stands to this very day. And virtually every modern sports stadium some 2,000 years later still bears the irresistible imprint of the Colosseum's original design. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China was built to link existing fortifications into a united defense system and better keeps invading Mongolian tribes out of China. It is the largest man-made monument ever to have been built, and it is disputed that it is the only one visible from space. Many thousands of people must have given their lives to build this colossal construction. Machu Picchu, Peru. In the 15th century, the Incan emperor Pachacutec built a city in the clouds on the mountain known as Machu Picchu. This extraordinary settlement lies halfway up the Andes Plateau, deep in the Amazon jungle, and above the Urubamba River. It was probably abandoned by the Incas because of a smallpox outbreak, and after the Spanish defeated the Incan Empire, the city remained lost for over 3 centuries. It was rediscovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911. Petra, Jordan. In the edge of the Arabian Desert, Petra was the glittering capital of the Nabatean Empire of King Artus IV. Masters of water technology, the Nabateans provided their city with great tunnel constructions and water chambers. A theatre modelled on Greek-Roman prototypes had space for an audience of 4,000. Today, the palace tombs of Petra, with the 42-meter-high Hellenistic temple facade, are impressive examples of Middle Eastern culture. The Taj Mahal, Agra, India. This immense mausoleum was built on the orders of Shah Jahan, the 5th Muslim Mughal emperor, to honor the memory of his beloved late wife. Built out of white marble and standing in formally laid out walled gardens, the Taj Mahal is regarded as the most perfect jewel of Muslim art in India. The emperor was consequently jailed, and it is said could then only see the Taj Mahal out of his small cell window. 7 Wonders of the Middle Ages. The Colosseum of Rome. The Colosseum or Roman Colosseums, an elliptical amphitheatre in the center of the city of Rome, Italy, the largest ever built in the Roman Empire. Its construction started between 70 and 72 AD under the Emperor Vespasian. The Catacombs of Alexandria. The Catacombs of Alexandria is a historical archaeological site located in Alexandria, Egypt. Some statues are Egyptian in style. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is a series of stone and earthen fortifications in China, built, rebuilt, and maintained between the 5th century BC and the 16th century to protect the northern borders of the Chinese Empire from Xiongnu attacks during the rule of successive dynasties. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument located in the English county of Wiltshire, about 3.2 kilometers west of Amesbury and 13 kilometers north of Salisbury. The Porcelain Tower. The Porcelain Tower of Nanking, China. The Porcelain Tower is a historical site located on the south bank of the Yangtze in Nanjing, China. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, or simply the Tower of Pisa, freestanding bell tower, of the Cathedral of the Italian city of Pisa. Although intended to stand vertically, the tower began leaning to the southeast soon after the onset of construction in 1173, due to a poorly laid foundation. Hagia Sophia. Hagia Sophia is a former patriarchal basilica. The Latin word basilica was originally used to describe a Roman public building. Later a mosque, now a museum in Istanbul, Turkey. 7 natural wonders of the world. The Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon, Colorado River, Arizona. The Grand Canyon is a steep-sided gorge carved by the Colorado River in the United States in the state of Arizona. Iguazu Falls. Argentina Iguazu Falls, or waterfalls of the Iguazu River, located on the border of the Brazilian state of Paraná and Argentine. The waterfall system consists of 275 falls along 2.7 kilometers of the Iguazu River. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley is a world-famous scenic location in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California. Snow melting in the Sierra forms creeks and lakes. Mount Everest. Mount Everest on the border of Tibet and Nepal. Mount Everest is the highest mountain on Earth, as measured by the height of its summit above sea level, which is 8,848 meters. Nile River. The Nile is a major north-flowing river in Africa, generally regarded as the longest river in the world. The Nile ends in a large delta that empties into the Mediterranean Sea. The Northern Lights. Auroras, sometimes called the Northern and Southern Lights, are natural light displays in the sky, usually observed at night, particularly in the polar regions.